Okay guys, today we're going to talk about slicing. So I'm just going to introduce the topic of slicing to you and explain what it's all about and why we use slicing. I've got a couple documents open here. So the first one is my finished slice doc, which I'm just going to show you here. This is a website design that you might be familiar with if you've watched one of my other tutorials. You'll see that I have come along and sliced this. The reason why I know I've sliced it is because I've got numbers here, I've got a little box that basically defines the slice. So that brings us to a question of what is a slice? A slice is essentially an image or a graphic that is cut up out of either Photoshop or Illustrator that we could turn into a button, or we could do a number of different things with a slice. It allows us to be able to cut up our websites, basically. So instead of this being exported out as one big image, we can export it out as a number of different images. And we export out our slices through this Web and Devices, Save for Web and Devices option. So I'm just going to click on that. And here you'll see that I've got all my slices cut up, and you can see how the page would look like. I'm going to just save this for the sake of it. You can see I've already saved it before. I'm just going to save this one to the desktop here. Export and save. And I should have showed you that more comprehensively, sorry. I'll just do it again. So, I've got all my slices here. If I click save, then we've got this dialog box comes up. And basically we can tell Photoshop or Illustrator, whichever application you're using, to export out your HTML and images. You could say images only, or just your HTML code if you want to. In the example that I just gave before, I exported the HTML and the images. You can also set up predefined settings if you want to. I usually just leave this at default. This is an interesting option. This allows us to be able to basically export out just one slice, all the user slices and selected slices. So I could select a number of slices and then export them out. Or I could have slices that I have just made exported out, or I can export out all the slices that maybe Illustrator or Photoshop's made for me, and also the slices that I've created. So just by clicking save, I'll just click and save there, and it's going to ask me if I want to replace everything. I do at this stage. And then let's just go and see what Illustrator has created for us. Basically, it's exported out finished slice.html, and you can see a whole heap of images have been exported out as well. These images will be used to recreate our homepage. So if we just go and have a look. Alright, there's our homepage all exported out for us. If I were to open this up in, say, a browser, Safari, open it up in Safari there, yeah, okay, that opens up and it looks like a homepage. Buttons don't work because I haven't given any functionality like that. And if I go into the page source, yeah, that's actual HTML code that Illustrator or Photoshop has produced for us. So that's just a quick overview of slicing. The main reason why we use slicing is to give us the ability to be able to cut up certain images and make those links, but it also helps us to be able to reduce our file size. So there's quite a few reasons why we use slicing in web development.